Welcome to our Devos. This week we are talking about preparing for progress, becoming the kind of people who prepare for God's blessing in a way where we become the kind of people that God wants us to be. And I want to close this off today by really looking at the heart of this in terms of how we truly succeed at anything. And that's the idea that victory is built, not won all at once. Victory is built, not won all at once. This is discouraging and encouraging at the same time. It's discouraging because you might want something really bad, something more than you've wanted than ever, something that you've wanted to do all your life. And one of the areas that I can identify with this, that a lot of people have talked to me about, is writing a book. Most everybody, I think it's like 85% of all Americans have been polled and said that they believe that God wants them to write a book, or that they feel that they should write a book. Whether they believe it's God or not, they want to write something. So everybody wants that book in their hand. And the problem is, the thing that nobody talks to you about with writing a book is that it's really boring. It's just you sitting alone in a room making up stories, or you sitting alone in a room telling anecdotal things to try to help people. It's just about as boring as any type of thing. And nobody sees 99.9% of what you do. Nobody is there for that. Nobody is, when you sit at the keyboard in the morning, or when you dictate on a walk, or when you're, editing your draft before you go to bed, nobody's looking at that. The people that are reading your stuff, they're not going, oh, tell me what it was like last night when you went. Nobody did that. But slowly you build this thing that becomes whatever it is, and then you put it out to the world. It's really unique. But that victory doesn't happen all at once. That finished book doesn't happen all at once. That career doesn't happen all at once. It's built one little step at a time. And that's why it's discouraging, because we want it now. We want it now. Now, of course, all joking aside about the book, if you want to use AI, you could have a book right now. But most people that I know, they don't want to just generate a book. They want to write a book that they've created themselves. Now, on the flip side, why is this encouraging? It's encouraging because every single day is an opportunity for you to point yourself in the right direction and start doing the thing that's going to lead you to have a better future. Paul talks about this in Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. We've quoted this verse quite a bit. He says, let's not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we're going to reap if we do not give up. Now, I love this because he talks about that the idea of giving up is very much on the table. Some people, they're on track, they're doing what God wants, and they could fumble in the end zone and just stop because we get tired. We're tired of doing the right. You're tired of forgiving your spouse. You're tired of being the person that always says yes and helps people. You're tired of being the person who sacrifices for their family. It's tiring. And the promise is, the more things that you do that are good, in due time, you're going to reap. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Our season right now at the church is a season of reaping. It really is. Because we're finishing the building of a facility that started, technically it started over 11 years ago, 12 years ago, but theologically and historically, it started over 4 decades ago when Pastor Mike started the church. And people will say, I had somebody the other day catch me at the grocery store, one of our neighbors, and they said to me, man, that church is really coming along quick. My goodness. And I almost choked on my saliva. I was going to need respiratory care in a moment, because it's not quick at all. It hasn't been quick. It's not even close to being quick. It will be if you look up quick in a dictionary and put the progress of how long it's taken for the church to get down there, they're opposites. It's an antonym. But here's the truth. What people are seeing now is what has been sown for decades by Pastor Mike and his hard work and his tireless faith. It's that sowing over the years, that long obedience. I talked about this in week 1, in the same direction. That's where the greatness is happening. That's where God is at work in those little things. And victory is never obtained quickly and overnight. It happens over a long course of faithfulness to God.